There are places the world forgets. Lost cities swallowed by jungles. Ancient ruins buried beneath sand. Towns erased by war and time. But somewhere deep in the mountains, there is a village that disappears every morning. No map shows it. No road leads to it. And the only time anyone can find it is when the fog comes. High in the northern mountains lies an old road that drivers rarely use anymore. It winds through forests older than history itself. Local people avoid it after sunset. They say the fog there behaves strangely. It rolls down the mountain without warning. Thick, silent. And when it arrives, the road no longer leads where it should. Travelers have reported something impossible. Lights appearing through the mist. Lanterns glowing between wooden houses. And the sound of distant voices echoing where no village should exist. The first written account came from a cartographer in 1897, a man named Elias Thorne. He had been mapping the mountain roads when fog swallowed the entire valley. Lost and unable to see more than a few steps ahead, he continued walking. Then the fog parted. Before him stood a village. Small wooden homes lined a narrow path. Warm light glowed from their windows. People walked quietly through the streets as if they had been there forever. Elias approached cautiously. Something about the place felt wrong. Not dangerous, just misplaced. As if the village did not belong to the same world he came from. The villagers were calm, but strange. They dressed in clothing decades out of time. Their lanterns burned with pale yellow flames. When Elias greeted them, they responded politely, but slowly, as though speech required effort. He asked where he was. One elderly woman answered, "You arrived with the fog." Confused, Elias asked the name of the village. The woman only smiled. "Names fade here," she said. That night, they gave him a room to rest. Outside his window, the fog thickened again, and somewhere far away, a bell rang once. When Elias awoke, sunlight poured through the window. The fog was gone. So was the village. The houses had vanished. The streets were gone. He stood alone in an empty field surrounded by forest. No buildings. No footprints. No lanterns. Only his notebook, where he had written everything he saw. When he returned to town, people laughed at his story. But an old mountain guide did not laugh. Instead, the guide whispered something unsettling. "You found the fog village." According to mountain folklore, the village was once real. Centuries ago, a small settlement lived deep in those forests. One winter night, a storm rolled down the mountains unlike any before. Fog so thick that torches could not pierce it. The storm lasted 3 days. When the fog finally cleared, the village was gone. Search parties found no bodies, no ruins, no trace that the settlement had ever existed. Except for one strange thing. Travelers began seeing it again inside the fog. Always the same lanterns, the same houses, the same silent villagers, frozen in time. Some explorers tried to find the village again. Most never succeeded, but a few claimed they returned. They reported the same rule every time. When the fog lifts, you must leave. Because those who remain when the fog disappears never return. Old newspapers contain small reports of hikers and drivers who vanished along that mountain road. No clues, no bodies, just the same detail in every case. Heavy fog that night. Even today, drivers traveling through the mountains sometimes report something strange. Lights glowing in the mist, a bell ringing faintly in the distance, and once in a while, a wooden sign appearing beside the road, weathered and old, with words carved into the wood. "Welcome back." No one knows where the village goes when the fog lifts. No one knows how long it has been waiting. But if you ever find yourself on a mountain road and the fog suddenly surrounds you, watch the trees carefully, because somewhere inside that mist, a village may be waiting for its next visitor. And once you enter, the fog might not let you leave. Thank you for watching. Please follow Lausanne Vault on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe on YouTube for more interesting stories.